right? I will show you how to solve these 5 equations. First one is a basic linear equation, isn't it? And the other stuff is exponential equations. I put the first one on purpose because if you can't solve this one, you can't solve these, right? By the end of this video, you should be able to deal with these stuff easy peasy, okay? So if you want to try, please stop the video and solve this one all by yourself, okay? I will give you answer 3, 2, 1. Right, I will solve this equation first, okay? So when you're dealing with linear equation, you need to get rid of x from this side, number from this side, because our goal is finding the value of x, isn't it? Which means x equal number. We want to have number on this side, we want to have letter on this side, which means we want to get rid of 2 from this side by doing opposite. All right, so because this is plus 2, you do minus 2, and then you do the same thing on the other side, because equation as a left side of the equal and right side value is the same, isn't it? So if you take 2 away from here, you always have to do the same thing on the other side. And then I don't want to have x on this side because I want to have only number on this side. To get rid of x, you do take away x on both sides. Then this part and this part can be cancelled, and then 3x take away x is 2x on left side of equal, right? And negative 4 take away 2 is negative 6. And then 2x means 2 times x. So to figure out x, which means you need to get rid of 2, isn't it? To get rid of number, you always do opposite. Because this one is times, you do divide by 2 on both sides. Okay? Then you can find the value, which x equal negative 3. Okay? The reason why I introduced this one before this exponential equation, you need to use linear equation to figure out the to solve this equation. Right. So let's do this one. When you are dealing with exponential equation, you always make the base same. Right. Base means, for example, 3 to the power of 2. This part is a base, isn't it? And then this part is an index number or exponent, right? So we try to make this number into the form of 2 to the power of something, right? If you can transform this number into this form, and the left side stays the same, which means this part is the same, which means this part and this part must be the same. Then you can create the linear equation. Okay, so how can you make this one into this one? There are several ways to do it, but if this can be converted into this one, that means you can divide this number by 2, isn't it? So I will give you my way to factorize this one, okay? So if you do write like this, then you put 2 here. Then you do divide, okay? 64 divided by 2 is 32. 32 divided by 2 is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. and then 2 divided by 2 is 1. When we get 1, this is a finish point, okay? So that means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 64. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can convert this one into 2 to the power of 6 is now. Which means this part and this part must be the same value. So I rewrite this expression like this. Okay? In this case, you do plus 1, x equals 7. Okay? So this is the answer for the second equation. Right. Let's do the next one. Right. Remember what I just mentioned before? When you're dealing with exponential equation, you're trying to make the base the same. So I will try to make this one into 3 to the power of something so that I can have the same base on both sides. Right? So 81, as you can divide by 3. If you divide by 3 here, 27, isn't it? Divided by 3, 27 divided by 3 is 9. 3, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 to the power of 4 is 3 to the power of 2x plus 1. Okay? Then, because the base is the same, this value must be the same. Okay? Which means 2x plus 1 equals 4. Then take away 1, 2x equals 3. Divided by 2, x equals 3 over 2. Okay? Number 4. This question is what I uploaded in the beginning for thumbnail, right? So this one, we do basically the same. This number, we need to convert into 2 to the power of something. So let's say 32 divided by 2 is 16. Divided by 2 is 8. Divided by 2 is 4. 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 to the power of 5 is 32. So I just convert into 32 into 2 to the power of 5. Then we got a problem here. There are two numbers multiplied together. Then we got to go back to the basic. Right. It's a smiley mark. But anyway, if you see 2 to the power of 4 times by 2 to the power of 3, how much is the number which fits in the box here? 2 to the power of 4 times 2 to the power of 3 is, lots of students say 12, but this is not the 12, because 2 to the power of 4 means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times by 2 times 2 times 2 for 2 to the power of 3, isn't it? So we multiply 2 7 times altogether, which means this number is going to be 7. So if the base number is the same, and then if you multiply together, the index number is going to be the result of addition of those two numbers, isn't it? So for example, 3 to the power of 6 times by 3 to the power of 4 means 3 to the power of 10, isn't it? Okay? So we are using this one to deal with this one, okay? So if we follow this structure, you can add, if you add these two index number, you can put this form into one base form A, which means 2 to the power of x minus 1 plus 4x plus 2 equal 5. No, sorry, 2 to the power of 5. Okay? So let's focus on here and here. The value of here is exactly the same as here, isn't it? Which means x minus 1 plus 4x plus 2 equal 5. You add the like term together. Negative 1 plus 2 is 1 equal 5. Right? Then you do take away 1, 5x equal 4. Divided by 5, x equal 4 over 5. Of course, you can write 0.8 as well. Okay? Right, let's go to the last question. Right, last question is this one. As you can see, this question was timesing together, but this one is take away. How can you deal with this one? Then if you look whole picture, this is a number, this is a number, this is an index number, isn't it? Right? I mean exponential, isn't it? Right? So these two are the same family, whereas this one doesn't have any like terms with it. So I want to put this one and this one together. So I just plus 2 so that I can get rid of negative 2 from left side. Then cancelled 3x minus 5 equal 81. Then you can see this one is 3 to the power of 4, wasn't it? Okay? So x minus 5 equals 3 to the power of 4. Then this part equal this part. So x minus 5 equal 4. Plus 5 plus 5, x equal 9. Done.